everyone, this is Anna from All DIY Crafts, and I have these acrylic sheets that I ordered from Amazon, and I'm going to try to do a resin beach scene on them. So when you get them, they come with this sticky brown paper on it, and this part here, the tab will fit inside the light, the LED light fixture. So what I'm going to do before I do anything, because I don't like to touch this, I don't like to unwrap the whole thing all at once. I have a little bit of resin left from my last project, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this undone here. I'm going to put some tape around it because I want it to be able to fit into the LED light, and then we're going to go ahead and we're just going to do like our little first layer of this design with the leftover resin. So this is kind of a great thing to do when you have a little bit of leftover resin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop talking, turn on the music, and show you what we're doing. Okay, I was able to make that little bit of resin last for this whole project. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to let this dry. I have a heating mat that I'm going to put this under. I was able to I couldn't use the resin that was coming down here, so what I did was I scooped the excess resin out into here. I added my casting craft, and then basically I was able to make waves with it with great cells. Again, this resin was sitting out for probably about 15 to 20 minutes because I had just finished another project, and for me that always helps me with my cells, that and using the casting craft. I'm not too worried about resin leaking on the sides here, just because it kind of adds to the effect. I kind of am wishing I made the water a little darker, but you know what, we're going to find out when we have this dried out and we put it on the light. The other thing is I was thinking about using glass beads here, and I decided at the last minute I was just going to use rocks, because I think with the glass beads that the light would show obviously through it clearer and have more an effect. But I kind of thought, well, that's too much for me. For this project, it was just too much glass. So we're just going to kind of let this sit. I need to peel this tape off. What you're seeing me do is take this silicone spatula, and I'm either trying to reset it up here towards the rocks, or if it's just a lot, I'm just going to scoop it out here, and there's just a little bit left, and we're just going to dump it because I have the white casting craft in there, and I'm actually happy with the way my wave cells are looking right now. So the thing I need to watch is this, because if this dries on with the resin, it's going to be really hard to get off. And these silicone spatulas are absolutely fantastic at just kind of squeegeeing things off to where they need to go. So we're going to go ahead and we'll come back in a few hours, and then we will put it on the light and kind of see how this project went. Okay, so here's the finished project, and those little rocks really show up nicely. So let's go ahead. I'm going to shut the blinds, and then we're going to turn it on and see how it looks. Okay, so here it goes. That is nice. I'm trying to find a color I like. So this is just like the white, but look at those cells. It looks really nice. Now you can see there's a little bit of the color coming through here. The only regret I have is not putting more color in the resin, but really it looks stunning either way. I did do another one earlier so I can show you how that one looked with a little bit more color. Now here is the other one I did with a little bit more color. I just didn't like the way the waves were just too linear here, just here and here. But this project turned out really great, and I think I only used about 20 to 25 mLs of leftover art resin. The art resin was sitting for about 20 minutes because it was left over from one of my last projects. So it sat for a little while before I threw the casting craft on it. But isn't it beautiful? The other thing I want to point out real quick before I stop this video is if you look, there's not a lot of air bubbles. I put this on a resin heating mat. Links to everything I'm using are below. And I kind of thought I would see a whole bunch of bubbles in there. I don't see any. So I think this was a great project if you only have a little bit of resin left, and it's just stunning. So this is Anna from All DIY Crafts, and I hope you like this video, and we'll see you again soon.